Arsenal versus Nuremberg, the first pre-season friendly coming up. Guys, I'm looking forward to it. We've got plenty to talk about, Arsenal fans. Are you excited for the upcoming season? Well, we'll definitely find out our levels after watching this game. But let's get into it. Wagwan, everyone. I hope you're doing well and welcome back to Tereak Talks, where we are doing a pre-season watch along. The first time I'm ever doing this on this channel. Hope you're all keeping well, people. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate you all locked in right here. Thank you to you all. Big up to each and every one of you that is in the chat. Oh, pre-season already upon us. It just felt like the season ended the other day. Disappointment in the end for Arsenal, but overall having an outlook on it, a very promising season that has given us much more excitement going into it and optimism going into the new one, 2023-24 season. Crazy how the years go by and then how a new season rolls around so fast. But we'll get into it, people. But first, before we start talking about the game, the lineup, and how you guys can watch it, or if you know what, if you don't want to, you can stay here and I'll bring you the commentary and we'll have a discussion like we always do. But big up to each and every one of you in here. First of all, to DB in the place, says, I'm buzzing for this preseason friendly. What's particularly surprising is the strong lineup. Seems like Arteta wants to hit the ground running. Yes, we'll get into that. And it is a very strong lineup. It is to begin with, because only towards the end of preseason, last season, we saw the starting lineup begin to show. I remember Chelsea game, that was the first time we saw Zinchenko and the whole team really line up there. And then we had the Emirates Cup. But to start preseason with such a strong lineup, yes, there's still some first team, the ones you expect to be in the first 11 starting at Nottingham Forest, all being well, of course, missing. But overall, a very strong team, and you wouldn't be surprised to see this team start in the Premier League at least one occasion next season. But big up yourself, DB, and big up to our brother Shay, who it was his birthday yesterday. Shay, I just want to wish you a happy belated birthday. Hope you had a fantastic time, and I hope that you had everything you wish for, and you are a valued member of our community, Shay. So really do appreciate the love and support you can continue to show on the channel. And those of you, I can see plenty of you already said happy birthday to Shay, so now it's nice to see that. But if you haven't done so already, big up to Shay. Go on, drop him a happy birthday. He'll appreciate it, and I appreciate you, Shay. Let's hope that Arsenal can give you your birthday present with a win today. Oh, do you know what? Not even a win, really. I just want to see a good performance. And yeah, it's just these performance levels. I know that's what I want for your birthday, but is it essential? We'll get into that. Don't you worry, people. But yeah, happy birthday to Shay, says DB. Happy birthday, Shay, says Pax as well. Big up to each and every one of you. And yes, you can be a mod, definitely. But let me just get through the comments first. Big up Pax in the building too. Says, not going to lie, I'd rather see youth in a couple of games that match sharpness with the strong squad. That's just me, though. Yeah, about Manchester United played a lot of the youth going in yesterday's game. I think Arsenal we played a lot of our youth players in the Watford game that we played behind closed doors, which we drew 1-1 in. So we did get a lot of our youth players playing with some first teamers there, but this is our second pre-season game, essentially. I know I've said it's the first, but it's actually our second because of that behind closed door game. So I think this is where Arteta is just trying to build some continuity so that we can have another strong start to the season. But I'm sure we will still see a lot of the upcoming youth prospects that we'll talk about, because we'll get into that. We'll get into the Arsenal team and the bench that we've got going into this one. Let me just get the lineup up here for you now, and then we'll get into the rest of the comments, people. Don't you worry about that. So let's just go on the Arsenal Twitter page to get this up here for you. And we can discuss that before the game does kick off, because I think there's a lot of interesting talking points when looking at this lineup indeed. So let me just share my screen with you now, guys, so that we can see together and discuss this strong lineup indeed, as DB first mentioned. Can you guys see it now? Yes, you can. So right there, we're starting off with Ramsdale in goal. Let me change this background. It's messed up everything. I wasn't prepared. So we have Ramsdale in goal, Arsenal's number one keeper, with White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, which is a very strong defense. Kivior's probably the only one that wouldn't start in our best 11. You'd swap him out for Zinchenko possibly, but apart from that, that's Arsenal's strongest defense, with White, Saliba, Gabriel, who had such fantastic season, a fantastic season as a whole last year. Saliba back after his back injury. That's major, and it's glad to see him back from the very start, and nice seeing that he's fit, and hopefully he'll be ready and sharp to begin next season. You've got Partey, Trossard, and Erdegaard. That's what they've got lined up here. So are we going to see Partey in that pivot spot where, Declan Rice is going to be brought in soon? He still hasn't been announced. We'll wait and see on that, guys. And Thomas Partey's future has a lot of uncertainty surrounding it. According to reports today, he's accepted and agreed personal terms to a move to Saudi Arabia, which is a big change from what we was hearing earlier on in the window, where he was reluctant to move to Saudi Arabia and preferred a move to Europe, with Juventus's interest being there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes, and whether those were true or not. Maybe he's had a change of heart, but he starts here today, and he was our key man last season, and we relied upon him heavily. And when his form began to dip, so did Arsenal's as well. And there's contributing factors was missing Saliba. Did that kind of throw the equilibrium off of the team? And Partey wasn't quite effective. Was it injury? Was it just loss of form? Well, that's in the past now. Let's look forward to the future. And he might not even be a part of Arsenal's future, but we know for certain that our captain, Martin Odegaard, will. And it'd be interesting to see where he's playing. Is most likely with this lineup, you'll see him in that right centre mid position, in that right 8 spot, linking up with Saka, Ben White, as he usually does. Oh, and then Trossard. That's the real interesting one to see. How is he going to line up? Where is he going to be? Where is he going to be where's he going to be in half of the time on the pitch? We've seen him playing that left wing. We've seen him playing the false 9, interchanging with Gabriel Martinelli, who's not in the squad. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Trossard is. That's probably the most intriguing things out of the starting lineup, in my opinion. Then the front three, we got Saka, Nelson, and Nketiah, which we can probably be quite confident, unless Arteta's trying something new. In that, Saka will be on the right, Nelson will be on the left, and Nketiah up top. But who knows? We might be seeing something completely different. As it is preseason, it might be a time to. This is a good time to experiment as well, and we might see some experiments happening in game too, so things might change without even substitutions being made. But speaking of substitutions, it's quite difficult for you to see, so let me zoom in for you. On the bench, we've got Karl Hein, a goalkeeper. That maybe he might be here as a fourth choice if Okonkwo doesn't go out on loan, but Okonkwo is a real promising goalkeeper who had a very good spell in his first part of the season at Crewe and then in Austria for Sturm Graz. But yeah, Karl Hein, he had a long spell at Reading, I believe, and it wasn't too great to begin with, but he was our third choice last season. Then we've got Cedric on there. I expect him to leave. Paxton's favourite player. We've got a few Arsenal players that Paxton doesn't like. Cedric, Elneny, and Holding. It's not that he doesn't like them in particular or anything personal. Just don't think they're good enough. And I think I'm inclined to agree with him, of course. But he goes a bit too far. Pax, he says they're not Premier League players. With Cedric, now I probably wouldn't say he's a Premier League player. Holding, still think he can play in the lower half of the Premier League. And Elneny, I think, yeah, he's a good, solid player. But it's Holding and Elneny are not in the team. But Tierney, Trusty, Walters, Jorginho, Vieira, Havertz, Waneri, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Jesus, and Balogun. And that bench, I think a lot of fans are intrigued to see how Austin Trusty does. The Tierney's future's in doubt. Newcastle links have gone quite a little bit. Raul Walters on that bench, he's another one who's intriguing, very strong, built like a not like an 18, 19-year-old. He's built like a man already, ready for this men's game. It Roy Walters, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets any minutes like he did in last pre-season in this game, in fact, as well. Jorginho, Vieira's got a massive season ahead of him, where he had a not so great start to his Arsenal career last season, where he showed signs of promise in certain games and in moments, but we need to see more consistently, and he needs to really stamp himself and adapt and settle into this Arsenal system and show some consistency. Mainly Havertz, big one around him. Nwaneri and Lewis Skelly, though, let me just talk about those, because those are the real ones I'm really excited to see coming off the bench. Probably just as much as Balogun. I'd probably say Havertz, Nwaneri and Lewis Skelly and Balogun are the ones I'm really intrigued to see come off that bench. Guys, let me know your thoughts. I'm just going to get the game prepared here. I've got it. I am watching it on the Arsenal channel. I hope I didn't show that any of that to you there. But yeah, I am watching it on there. That is the team. That is the bench. Interesting to see. Big up to each and every one of you that is here watching live right now. I'm going to bring your comments up in the chat. We've got Ibby in here, says, big up yourself, says, I'm so interested in which youngsters will be selected for the tour when they come on in the second half. Hope they impress. Yeah, exactly that. They have got an opportunity to impress. Roy Walters, Miles Lewis Skelly and Nwaneri for the under-18s last season. They played a lot of games for the under-21s and they were eligible. They were a part of that squad that made it to the FA Youth Cup final, sorry. It eventually did lose to West Ham quite convincingly, but those are the real prospects that Arsenal, and that there is a lot of talk and a lot of excitement around. Roy Walters, with his physicality, with his speed, with his, what he can bring there, if he just refines those little parts of his game so he can be a solid defender. He's got all the physical attributes to be a top player. Miles Lewis Skelly, he's got the technical attributes, the awareness, how he senses space, how he's got the confidence to drive. We don't see many players with that profile in midfield anymore. One of my favorite players ever, and I shouldn't really be saying this because we are doing an Arsenal watch along, but he's a Spurs player, and that was Moussa Dembele. That was one of my favorite players to watch because of that profile that he has. Someone who can drive the ball and you can dribble and break through the lines. And I think that is more of a profile Arsenal are looking to do as well at the moment, which is very interesting. And to build around is a player with such attributes. So that's quite interesting to have him in there. Hopefully he can develop and break through into the first team. Maybe a bit early to say that for this season, I'd say, but yeah, it's still got a lot of promise, and it should be interesting to see how Lewis Skelly does in this pre-season. And then the man himself, there was a lot of doubt surrounding his future in Ethan Nwaneri. He rejected offers from Manchester City and Chelsea, lucrative offers at that, to stay at Arsenal, which is, in my opinion, the right decision. And I think most Arsenal fans would say that, and most non-Arsenal fans, let's be honest, it is as well, with the pathway that we've shown. Already broke through the likes of Saka, Smith Rowe, given chance, Nketiah, Nelson. You forget about them as well. Those have come through the academy. They're not necessarily first names in the team sheet, but they've also been given the opportunity. Smith Rowe, I think, did I mention him? I'm sure I did. But bringing in the likes of Martinelli from outside, giving the chances to Erdegaard. There's probably plenty more that I'm missing off. And Maitland-Niles has had a Premier League career after that. No, it's not quite worked out at Arsenal, but whenever you've got a player that comes through and they're playing professional football anyway, is a success. If they're playing Premier League football, then that's a real. There's not many that do that. There's not many that come through in a crop of young players that will be playing in the top division in arguably the world, but definitely in the country. That's interesting to see. So if they can break through and become Arsenal, something I don't expect them all to be first teamers at the very start. But guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to run. The waffle merchant is striking again. Give me 1 second. I forgot my food that's come, but I will be back shortly. Don't you worry. I am back, and that is just perfect time for the game to start as well. Let me just pop this back. Sorry, guys, I did have to dip. I just had to collect it right here. Do you know what I mean? There's the order. It is pasta. That's what I bought. If that's what you're interested, because guys, I know, we definitely do talk more than this. It's probably going to be a chilled one, for sure. Don't you worry about that. But I am back now. Let me get my bearings. I don't like when these things happen. I've got headphones on. I've got the game sound here as well. I'm gonna try and bring the non I can watch the game and look at your comments at the same time. Yes, I've got that sorted right here, people. Don't you worry. Let's see what you're saying. Big up to everyone who's watching here. Big up P Ween in the building as well. Realist, what are you telling me? It's on Arsenal's channel. The game is on. Oh, yeah, it's on Arsenal's channel. The game is on Realist. So it's not on TV, unfortunately. But big up everyone. Hope you're keeping well. Anyone else who's watching? Noel is in here too. Nice to see you and in here, guys. EB's using a VPN to watch it on. Hey, are they showing it for free on there? No way. Fair play to them for doing that. But yeah, I've got it over here. I've got this on over here. So yeah, hopefully that's everything's working well. Let me know if everything is working well. I can't even really see myself. I just want to see you guys in the comment section because I haven't got my second monitor set up. And that's something else I wanted to talk to you guys. So for the new season, I have got a new setup indeed. Something I've been working on and looking into and trying to do a lot of research. The setup I've got right now is very basic. I don't even have a desk. I don't even have a desk, guys. So yeah, I'm using just an adjustable table at the moment and something to raise my laptop and everything at the same level. That's why when you'll see it shake like that because yeah, it's not a sturdy desk. But I'm gonna get a new desk, gonna get a new microphone as well, improve the audio, the production levels. You'll see it. You'll see it. I'll talk with you about everything that I've got when it comes. But also tomorrow, your boy's going on holiday too, so that'll be interesting. Um, Big up everyone. Peeny Ween, what have you guys been up to? Let me know. Let me know. So Peeny Ween, Jim killed me. So watching this and playing PS5, and I need the toilet. I'm grabbing of ours. Or as the Americans say, vase. But now, what did you train at the gym today, Peeny? What did you do? I'm glad that you are doing it as well. I haven't been back at the gym in a while. I do need to go back myself, but let me know what you trained. Okay, playing PS5, be careful of the controller. Remember, one of the don't drop the controller. I know that sounds mad, people, but yeah, this is a joke that me and Peony had before. If I need the toilet, yeah, uh, yeah, I've just really registered what you do with that vase. Yeah, hopefully it's for number one. I hope. I hope so. But Shay said he went to the beach yesterday. Oh, did you have a good time at the beach? Which beach did you go to? Was it local? Was it? Did you travel a bit further to have a nice beach? There's a good beach. My favorite. You know what? I've not even. It's not my favorite because I've never been. But the best beach I've heard in the UK is Bournemouth Beach. It is Bournemouth Beach. But yeah, this is on Arsenal's channel as well on their website. But it's a bit teeth, really, and teeth by that it's like Caribbean. For realists will probably know what teeth means, but it's a bit yeah, thieving of Arsenal. The fact that I pay for a membership, which is what £34 a year, and then I'm paying for you can pay for a single game pass just to watch this one, and if you buy it on the day, it's £7. £6.99, and I bought the pre-season pass, which is £16, so I can watch the 4 games. But it's not even all of them because I can't watch the MLS All-Star game. But this is good football from Arsenal here. It does so. Trossard is in this left centre mid position, like in that left half space. He's done well to find Nelson here. Cuts it back across. Eddie Nketiah. Good interchange from Arsenal there. Nelson and Trossard working well down this left. This is it. This is everyone's talking about Kai Havertz for Arsenal. Where is he going to play? He looks like he's going to be the Xhaka replacement. Initially, when the links came from Declan Rice, and it was links with Caicedo, so it looked like that Rice was going to be a natural fit and a natural replacement there. But they're in the box now. Hold on. So is that Vieira starting? So Erdegaard's okay. So basically, it looks like Erdegaard's not even on the pitch. Okay, so did Erdegaard? Is it, if anyone can update me on this, let me have a look on Twitter actually whilst I'm at this. Was Erdegaard? Interesting about Erdegaard. So Erdegaard, he was initially meant to start, but Vieira has come in instead. He picked up a knock in the warm-up. Right. Interesting that. Hopefully it's not too severe, but Vieira, I saw the number 12. Oh! Bukayo Saka already has given Arsenal the lead in the 6th minute, cutting in from that right wing. Let me check this before I make any changes, guys. Oof. 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 What a finish from Bukayo Saka. Let me describe this for those who aren't watching. He had a brilliant time in international duty, scoring a hat trick for England. Okay, you've just shown us the goal there. I need to see the whole build up. Give me a bit more than that. Cuts in on that left foot, strikes it low into the far corner to the keeper's right. Excellent finish. Bukayo Saka, he unlocked that last season where he cuts in and he goes and whips one into the far corner. That one, he wasn't really hit with that much curl, more power and precision into that bottom right corner. But that's an excellent finish. Bukayo Saka, you beauty. What a finish that is. Really, seriously looking forward to Bukayo Saka this season. He exploded with his goal and assist output last year. Hopefully, he can improve upon that even further. Because let's be honest, the guy's got the world at his feet. He's so intelligent as a footballer in his decision making, how he positions his body in receiving the ball. He's got that right foot finish unlocked now. Honestly, it's like he's playing FIFA. It's like he's playing career, like a My Pro career mode where he's just unlocking that weak foot and doing it. That defender got too tight and he just burned him, says Realist. Yeah, he did. That's what Saka does. That's why a lot of defenders, guys, and sometimes you watch it. And so even if you're an opposition fan, sometimes you watch it. Why aren't they getting tight to Saka? Or like, close the gap, get tighter. But no, Saka's got the intelligence. He's got the quick burst of acceleration too to just knock it round you. He's got the balance and the upper body strength to keep it up there. There's Vieira now into the... Oh, is it? No, it's not even Vieira. It's Ben White into the box. Arsenal started really sharp, though, here against Nuremberg. Yes, it is up against, as a Bundesliga 2 side, the quality ain't going to be there, especially when you're playing at this level, with this strong of a team. But Arsenal look sharp in their movements, in their speed of play. Partey in that central position. This is where I find it interesting. This is the intricacies I like about preseason. When we're on the ball in our own half, what is the shape that we take up? Partey, it didn't look too dissimilar to what we were used to after last season. Kivior's out on the left. Now, out of possession, let's see how Arsenal shape. Vieira behind Nketiah, pressing high with Trossard to the left of him. In that left half space position, Kivior aggressive there, front foot defending, gives it away there though. But okay, it's nothing too dissimilar to what we've seen from Arsenal of late. That's for sure. Now in possession here in our own half, how do we set up? It's nice seeing Saliba with the number 2 on his back. He wore that at Marseille. We did think when Ben White took his number 4, because that was the number that was originally given to him, that's where a lot of Arsenal fans were pessimistic about him staying and wanting to stay. Felt like we disrespected him. I think to a certain extent we did. We're not sorting out his loan, but not really to do with the number. Number 2 is his actual number, and that's the number he loves. But here we go with Ramsdale in goal now. Let's see. This is where I find it interesting. Look, Kivior has stepped in there like Zinchenko does inside. So he's now in a central position with Gabriel out on that left back. Kivior is in midfield. He's adjacent to Partey, really, to the left in that half space there. These are the things I like to see. So Kivior is playing in that Zinchenko area. We set up with a 3-2 at the back here. Interesting. Will Kivior take up this position further? Trossard's found him there. He's very comfortable on the ball, Jakub Kivior. His pass wasn't very good there, but he played it forward trying to find Reiss Nelson, but he looked good and assured under pressure. You can see this is why Arsenal and Arteta spent so much money on defenders. It seems like we buy a defender in every transfer window. He's built from the back first. That's what he's done. He's built from the back in his very first transfer window where he got Cedric and Pablo Mari, who weren't essentially, good enough to get us to this level. But you can see he prioritized having that left foot, right foot balance. Arsenal didn't have too many left-footed defenders when he came in. Did we have any left-footed defenders? No, we didn't. So when Mari came in, he was our only left-footed centre back. We had Tierney as a left-footed, of course. Our only left-footed centre back when he came in. And then you've seen from there, brought in Gabriel, brought in Kivior too. So yeah, he really has emphasized and really worked on the defense, building from back to front. His first striker that he bought was Gabriel Jesus. That was his first forward, full stop. Then he's brought in a Trossard, a Havertz now. You class him as a forward/10 midfielder. So yeah, he really has built from back to front. And of course, he bought midfielders as well. So it's been clear to see with that pattern. And we got Man United fans in the chat here. And Manchester United with Erik ten Hag did the same thing, as Reiss Nelson's won a corner after a deflected shot. But ten Hag done the same thing. He brought in a Martinez. He brought in a Malacia. Those were the big money that he spent there. He hasn't bought a forward yet, which looks like the obvious choice to address right now for Man United. But that's how I feel like you need to build it. In the situations our clubs were in, look, Klopp, he built it a bit differently. You'd say he probably built it from front to back. And he built with success there. Interesting indeed. Let's see what you're saying in the chat though, guys. Big up my brother Ends in the building too. Hope you're good and well. Appreciate you jumping in and popping by. Gold Cup final, thoughts on Jamaica T. Pax. Ooh, Reiss Nelson hits that wide, caught it on the volley on the edge of the box. Not too dissimilar to his Bournemouth goal. But thoughts on Jamaica. 3-0. I didn't watch any of the game because it was at 3 o'clock in the morning. But I woke up. The first thing I thought this morning was, let me check if Jamaica are in the final and the Gold Cup. Nah. Mexico beat us 3-0. Was it 2-0 at half time? Disappointing. It is just disappointing because there was a lot of hope and optimism going into this game for Jamaica. And to ultimately lose 3-0. I didn't see any of the game. It'll be interesting to hear more of what Moss's thoughts were. Did you watch the game, Pax? If you watched it, let me know. Or if you've seen any highlights, because I haven't seen any of them, to be honest. Let me know your thoughts. You've probably got more knowledge of the game than I do. But yeah, overall, with a lot of optimism, Damari Gray having a really good tournament. Antonio up top, Leon Bailey. That's a serious front three. That is a proper front three. Especially at that level. The midfield and defense still need some work. I like we got good prospects coming out of our defense. Dexter Lembikisa, I really do like him. Wolverhampton, left foot, right foot, and be pedal for sure. Just watched EAFC. Hojlund is going to be on the cover. Is he? Or are they not using that cover, Red Devil? Yanni, are they not using that one? Big up yourself though each and every time. Let's see. How T can waffle this much is crazy. Got to give praise. I do love waffles. Pancakes are probably a bit better. I prefer pancakes to waffles though, or crepes. I'm doing it again. I'm waffling about waffles. Can you believe it? Big up everyone that's here locked in though, watching live. Big up Hanno in the building, my brother CM, Super Nick. I hope you're all keeping well. It's been a while, Super Nick. I hope you're keeping good too. Partey with a strike. Hope you're keeping good. It's nice seeing you in here. Sending love to yourself and CM as always, and to each and every one of you in the chat. I want you really to watch part of the game. Was happy with that we lost since we beat Trinidad. Exactly that rivalry between Arsenal and Man United with Jamaica and Trinidad is still there. We're brothers really, but we have a lot of rivalry. It's like friendly rivalry, I guess. Paxton says Mexico are the better team on paper. Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry to say, but Jamaica can be proud. It will be interesting to see how it plays out. Antonio being older next year, etc., etc. Yeah, and Antonio having more injury problems as he gets older with age. So yeah, I do think we still needed to do a bit more convincing for those English players with Jamaican heritage to come and play for Jamaica, so we can build a proper team at the highest level. And at the same time, we need to strike a balance, not just getting big names or names that don't really care, that aren't really bothered about pulling on the shirt, don't really feel connected to Jamaica. Because I think you do need to have a fine balance of that at international level. Because we've seen teams with great names not feel connected, not have that chemistry, not really have that desire to play for Jamaica. They just want to play at the international level to increase their profile, or just to say that they're an international. That happens a lot with Jamaica, with Ghana, with a lot of the nations where we have a lot of migrants in England as well, especially not just England, but Germany with Ghanaians. There's a lot of Germans that live there. There's a lot more within Africa, with the African nations in and around Europe and other parts of the world, the US and whatnot. Vieira, this is good football from Arsenal. Terrible shot from Kivior, but Arsenal's football is really good in this first half, in this opening 18 minutes. Looking very sharp though. But yeah, agree with you. We'll wait and see there. Waffles or pancakes? I'm not even sure which one I prefer. I'm a pancakes guy. I do prefer pancakes. But with waffles, which if you're having no toppings on them, Peony, then it's got to be waffles, because waffles, you know, they're a bit more variety, I guess, in their taste, got a bit more flavour. But if you're having toppings, pancakes all day long, I think waffles with toppings is a bit too sickly. It's a bit too much, a bit rich. But I'm a pancakes over waffles. What about you guys? What do you think? Hanno in the building saying how is Shy Havertz doing? He's not playing. He's on the bench. He's not starting. And he's not come. And well, Erdegaard was meant to start in the midfield with Partey and Trossard, but Vieira came in as Erdegaard picked up a knock in the warm up, which I'm hoping it's nothing too serious. It's just something little. And yes, he might not play the next game in America that we've got, but let's hope he gets play some part in preseason. Because I think how you start preseason, fitness-wise, not even necessarily even performance. Performance is towards the end. So maybe when we're playing in the Community Shield or the final game against Monaco at the Emirates Cup, I'm not really bothered. It's about fitness. Can we play consistently? Those who are injury prone, if we were to keep Partey, can you be consistent in your fitness levels? Tomiyasu, Tierney, the likes of those. Saliba now after his back injury, he's done really well there. Speaking of the man to intercept that ball, and Arsenal just playing out of there with that press that Nuremberg tried to play with. Yeah, Nuremberg aren't at the level of that, but Arsenal just played out through that with a real ease. Packs, our failure to develop homegrown talents will hurt us in the long term. We'll be pushing, we'll be hoping to push for 26 for the World Cup then. But what if that doesn't happen? What's the plan after? We don't really seem to have like a future, like a plan for the future. CM, you've hit the nail on the head there. We don't have a long-term plan. It's only a short-term plan. I think we're trying to get the best names and best players possible to help us qualify for the 2026, which we have a high probability in doing, given the fact that the three biggest teams in our continent within the football region, and Saka again with a shot blocked. Keeper should claim, but he punches it away for a throw-in. Arsenal looking dangerous again, sharp in that front line. But yeah, with bringing in Damari Gray, we've not invested. We never have done. Invested into our football in Jamaica in trying to develop young guns. Having said that, though, CM, there is a real hot prospect that's just gone to Chelsea. The name I can't remember the name. I feel like the surname's Richards. Saka draws a save again with a good strike, but CM, that's what I'm thinking. I remember was we interacting about it? Or you might have liked it on Twitter and brought it on my page, and it's gone to Chelsea, a young 16-year-old. So maybe if we are bringing some more youth talents and prospects like that, maybe we could be talking. Hopefully you can build off the back of this, though. Reputation will grow, etc., etc. CM, but yeah, you need a bit more quality coming through the years. Yeah, so we can actually have a good crop of players that are in and around the same age group, a bit more like what England done. I know England have a lot more resources financially and a bigger pool to choose from, in terms of players. But yeah, they really focused on that young generation after the 2014 World Cup. They really worked on trying to develop football within the grassroots level, within the younger age groups, to raise the technical level in and around, because we kind of we definitely lacked a lot of technical ability. The likes of Germany, France, Brazil, Argentina, the South American teams always got that technical level, especially the top ones there. But in and around Europe, we were arguably the worst technically. When we lost to Italy, embarrassed by Italy and Uruguay. Yeah, we really worked upon that. Now we got Foden, Saka, Bellingham, who are at a ridiculous level, technically speaking. We just won the Euros. Look, things can change quickly. What's that in the space of not even 10 years yet? 9 years. With Jamaica, they need to have really a 10 to 15 year plan. 10 years for not less than 10 years for England is good. But if it's taking them 9 years with the resources, the pool of players they can pick from, yeah, we need to really be aiming 15 years if we are to really invest. But they don't care about that in Jamaica, unfortunately. Sorry to chat about Jamaica so much whilst the Arsenal game's on. But now this is what the chat's about, though. Pancakes or waffles all day, says Pax for me. So there's one waffles. We got 1-1 with Shay saying pancakes. He said pancakes. You lost right away. There's realist 2-1 for the waffles. 2-2. This is the back and forth. This is like a tennis match here. Pancakes with Nutella. I'm with you there. Pancakes. English pancakes, would you say? Or American pancakes? What are the pancakes like in South America? South Africa, sorry, Hanno. Let me know. But thoughts on Havertz? I'm all right with it. Initially, when I first saw it, Hanno, I was like a lot of Arsenal fans, confused. This isn't a player that we really need. But I started to look into it deeper in terms of how Arteta wants to develop this team. Looking at where Trossard's playing now, he wants someone who's more naturally, someone who's more comfortable in a final third in that left spot. With bringing Rice in, he's going to have a lot of responsibility defensively in the middle. We're not going to share the load as much as we had with Partey and Xhaka. Give more responsibility to Rice, as he can do more physically. You can trust him. Defensively, how he reads the game, he's probably a bit better, if the same, if not better than Partey, I'd say. But yeah, the fact that his availability is there, we lose a little bit, I'd say, in passing with Rice, but that's something that he can develop on for sure. We'll see when he eventually does come in and is announced. But yeah, I'm all right with it. I'm intrigued. I'm actually more excited with this signing than Rice, I'd say, because there is that jeopardy, there is that point to prove with Havertz, and let's not forget he was one of the highest rated talents coming out of Europe once upon a time, and we've seen plenty come through Chelsea and fail. And this is not even a dig; it's not even a dig at you recently because you've seen Hazard, not Hazard, sorry, he was one of the few that really did well. You've seen De Bruyne, Salah, Lukaku, he's not the greatest, but he's an international and he's a top player playing in top leagues. So you can score goals for sure. But yeah, Mason Mount's left now. This is not the first time you've seen Chelsea players and their talent stifle there. I still need to make you a mod. That is true. Hold on, let me do that for you, Shay. Let me do that for you indeed, brother. Sorry, man. I got distracted. Where's the chat? There, Shay. There you are. Perfect. Is it a new channel? Is it a new account that you made? Just out of interest. There you go, right there. Let's have a look. Oh, pizza or burger, says Red Devil Yannick. For me, burger. I do like a pizza though. Great question. Keep them coming in, guys. I'm not even really paying too much attention to the football. I am hungry. I've got my food right here, ready to eat. I haven't got a knife and fork though. I'm gonna have to get that at half time. I will eat it at half time. You also have a plan, but Trinidad in a hot mess. Hey, I don't think we're in that much better, you know. I don't think we're. You are in a mess. You are in a mess, but I think a lot of our Caribbean nations are, my broski. Can't lie. I can't lie. Also, as Tishi and Ed doing, haven't been around that much. Yeah, they're doing well. they're doing well. Not too bad. With that, I'm going on holiday with Tishi. In fact, so yeah, it should be good. Should be interesting. Burger with lettuce. Interesting. Hey, burger with lettuce. People don't like lettuce. People don't like that. I don't mind lettuce. But yeah. Whisper. Yeah, that's it. Dujon. Is it Dijon? Yeah, I'm guessing. I'm guessing it is Dijon Richards, young and upcoming striker, from a highly regarded academy in JA. So that's positives. That's positive. Sorry, positives. Yeah, exactly. We got a good talent coming through there. Hopefully, he's not another one of them youngsters at Chelsea. Sorry, the sweat patch is a mad thing. Sorry, yo, look what's with that? Mad. Sorry, guys. But yeah. Hopefully, we'll see that burger sauce on a waffle. Wow, my belly hurting just thinking of that. Onana deal could be here. We go in the next hours. Interested. Hey, Red Devil, you know my thoughts on that. He was here for the stream where we was talking about Onana and how transformational I think he can be for you guys. Ramsdale playing it through the back there. Kind of talking of Onana, Ramsdale doing his own impression, but it's Arsenal. It's really well sharp, man. We look really sharp here. Is that Eddie? No, it's Reece Nelson. He gives it away though. We played through that excellently well, and then just give it away. It's the first game. Can't get too mad. Bro leaving his food for 45. I know. For you guys, for the love of the game, I could got garlic bread here as well. You know, garlic bread. Might have to eat that before it gets too cold. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit cold anyway. Garlic bread, not very garlicky, I will say. But it is what it is. Garlic bread is elite. I do love garlic bread. This one's not very garlicky though. Presentation. This is a food review channel now. Yeah. Looks good. Needs more garlic flavour though. As Saka picks up an injury, CM's liking it too. Really says right here, United versus Arsenal game, Tereak. what we doing, even though it's preseason, we want to win. Yeah, of course. I want to beat you. I want to banter you. I want to banter you and all the other United fans, CM, Pax, Chino. But apart from that, it'll be interesting. I think both teams will play a strong team. Whatever happens, I don't want no one can get battered like you battered Liverpool. Oh yeah, this is what happens always. Always on a watch along. It's not a Tereak Talks watch along without talking about food. And this is the first one. No, it's not. I've definitely eaten on the channel before. I do apologize. I do apologize to those watching me eat right now. I know it's not a great viewing experience for all, but I'm hungry, man. We shall be live and hope you know we're coming for your next. Now, you'll see. We'll do it. Peenies, we'll beat ya. Peenies only here for the food talk. I know. That's where back in the day when I was doing the watch alongs, that's where a lot of the engagement came in. Was when we was talking about food. I love it though. That's why food channels bang on YouTube. I watch a lot of them. What's your favorite food channels, guys? If you do watch them, I watch more food channels than I do football. A lot of the time. It's ever since you, company, we started talking about food. I watch not just people eating food. I like people cooking it as well, and in different ways. If you're interested to know what I got, pasta. I bought pasta, creamy tomato chicken pasta. That looks good though. I need a fork and I put some black pepper on it, cheese. Yeah, I'm liking the look of that. Tereak Eats is my favorite channel. Hey, coming soon, coming soon. Mark, is it Mark Veens or Mark Weens? I know the guy. He goes out everywhere eating. He went to Trinity. I think I watched one of them. Really, in the Discord server, watching Mark Weens eat Trini food, which is surprisingly got a lot of different foods to Jamaican, even though it's not that far. But yeah, it was interesting. I like Mark Weens. I like Mark. It's like 50 million subscribers, something like that. He goes around the world. Peony wins the award for the best supporting character in Tereak Eats for sure. Oh, I'm so hungry now. I've opened this. I need a fork though. I need a fork. Oh man. Don't you worry. I hate Arsenal. Let's just say on TikTok there are a few cooks with interesting personalities. If you know, you know. I thought, I need to know. I need to know now. You got me intrigued. Yeah, bro, he's cold. Really loved Trinidad. He did. He loved more than the food at Trinidad, I'm for sure. Fingers of Hawksy. Not with pasta. Nah, man. I can. Do you know what? If I'm eating dumpling with like rice and peas, I use the dumpling as like a fork. Do you guys do that as well? Do you not just the people who eat like Jamaican food, but definitely let me know. Realist CM. And so if you eat Jamaican food as well, Peony, or anyone else that does, or Indian food, really, do you use like one of the items like a chapati, dumpling, roti? That's what chapati is, isn't it? Do you use that as your? Well, but I forgot chini and eat a lot of roti as well. Do you use that as like a fork or a knife? Not a knife, but yeah, something. So, I don't know, something to help you eat your food with. I'm not exposing myself like that today. Fair enough, fair enough. you'll have to show me one time. One time. I need to know. I'm intrigued. He didn't want to leave Trinidad, bro. Really, until really saw him and kicked him out of the country. He was like, "Nah, brother, you gotta get out of here now. Your visa's run out." He's like, "No, it's not. I got a few more." No, it's ran out. Until really spoke to him, he's like, "Yep, I need to go back out. I need to go back, but I need a fork. I don't. I don't have any in here." Good evening to yourself, Mr. and Mrs. Wesberg, 2 in the building. Hope you're keeping well. Hope he's doing fantastic. It's not 0-0. I still need to change that. It is 1-0 to the Arsenal. Bukayo Saka with the goal. I just remembered because I can't see it on my screen. I've got half the game on this part, in this part of the screen. And what minute did Saka scoring? I'm going to say 7th minute for now. Just because he's wearing the number 7 on his back, and it was around that time. But it is 1-0. Bukayo Saka with the goal indeed. Hope you're keeping good, people. Let me pop that back on the screen there for you. Bro, you need to get your hands in sometimes. And yes, I use the food at times. Sometimes you need to, but not when I'm touching a computer. That's not very hygienic. Fingers and food have to run. Forks get in the way of greatness sometimes. My mom never uses a knife when she eats. She refuses to use a knife. She only uses forks. I don't know. Sometimes, when she plates the food, she puts a knife on her plate. I said, "What are you doing?" That's just extra dishes for me to watch afterwards, especially when mom cooks. I cooked food for mom as well. Then she comes home. She won't be happy. See that I got other pasta. I made spaghetti bolognese. I might eat that tomorrow for lunch. But yeah, my mom never uses a knife. Always a fork. It's frustrating because it creates more dishes for me to wash after. Do you think butter should be under Nutella on bread? Hot topic. Me and my sister always talk about this. Yeah, we don't always, but I remember us doing it. I think you should butter your bread, whether you put Nutella, whether you put jam, whatever, anything sweet either. You should butter your bread first. It's much harder to spread Nutella on bread without butter. Even Lotus Biscoff, defo, butter your bread. Always butter your bread. That having that sweet and salty mixture anyway, it's good, but it just makes defo definitely butter your bread. Do you butter your breads, guys, for jam on toast or jam sandwich, whatever? Let me know. Other than a normal sandwich, I think most people butter their breads in a normal sandwich, whether it's like a chicken, whatever, or ham, or depend whatever sandwich. Always butter your bread, whatever the weather. What's the team selection? So in goal, it's a very strong team, Mr. W. So we've got in goal, we've got Ramsdale, right back, Ben White, centre backs, Gabriel Saliba. Saliba's back at Kivior in at left back. So no Zinchenko in the squad. In the midfield, it was meant to be Erdegaard, but Erdegaard, it picked up a knock in the warm-up. So Vieira came in for him with Partey in at the base. And then Trossard is to the left of him in kind of a left midfield position where he came on against Southampton. That's where he started this game. And then up front, we've got Nelson to the left, Eddie Nketiah up top, and Bukayo Saka to the right. Saka, the goal scorer, with an excellent finish in that bottom left. Goalkeeper's right, our left corner here. We have looked sharp when playing through the lines at times. You have to question the quality Nuremberg have, I will say. But we have been very assured, I will say that indeed. And sharp playing through the lines with a strong team that we've got here. It's impressive to see. The bench, though, we've got Havertz, we've got Nwaneri, we've got Miles Lewis-Skelly and Balogun. Those are the 4 players I'm looking forward to. We've still got the likes of Trusty, we've got Hine, Cedric Suarez, Tierney, Jorginho is on there also. And Jesus. Jesus is on the bench. But yeah, the 4 players I'm really intrigued to see in the second half are Havertz, Lewis-Skelly, Nwaneri, and Balogun. See, mainly Balogun to see how far he's developed. And with Havertz, of course, is a new signing. What is Arteta's plan for him? We'll start to get to know that a little bit more. Maybe he might, maybe we won't. Maybe he's just going to experiment him in different areas. Very versatile. Arteta's spoken about his versatility and it being a big reason why he wanted to sign him too, as well as the quality that he has. And then Nwaneri and Lewis-Skelly, yeah, very good hot prospects at the club. Some of the highest rated prospects we've had, in years. To be fair, with Saka and Smith Rowe, Nelson was one of the highest rated prospects. Really strong defending there from Gabriel, excellent. Yeah, use the forks, Luke. Is that a film reference? Hey, if it is a film reference, I'm sorry. Or TV. I am terrible. I don't watch a lot of TV. I'm shocking. What am I watching now? I finished watching Black Mirror, the new season. It was all right. Meh, not as good as the others. 1 year living on my own, and I only had a knife for a few days for risky eats. Hey, fair play. Fair play. You know what? It is what it is. Only had a knife for a few days. Yeah, so you just eat. You're like my mom. You're like my mom. Then you just eat with a fork. Yeah, you guys are menaces to society. Red Devil, yes, but a big time defo, definitely. The game kind of settled down now and kind of boring, but you're in control. Yeah, it has. I think that's a good way to say it. We are in control. We're just keeping it around. That's why you got to question the quality of Nuremberg. They haven't tested us. We haven't really. We started the game well. Even when we was 1-0 up, we were looking like we're creating more chances. But the last 10 minutes or so, having said that, Eddie's got a chance now. Crosses it in. Oh, Trossard. Cleared away. He misses it. Oh, interesting there. Hot take, but I don't like butter. I already have it on top. Oh, that's my sister. Pax, are you a burner account of my mum and my sister, like, or something? Because you have a lot of similarities right now. This is no way, bro. You do well in my family. I can't believe it. Nutella is really not good for you. No. It's not. It's terrible. It's got a lot of hydrogenated fats and high in calories, very high in calories. And the reason being the sugar and fats in there. But Westbird don't like Nutella. I do like it though. I do like it. Westbird doesn't like it. But if I have a sandwich and I don't have butter. Westbird. I heard this. I've never tried it. I've never done it. I've never used mayo as a replacement for butter. But I heard it's better. And it was one of these YouTubers that I watched. Is it Smoking Grill? I forgot his name. But yeah, I only watched one of his videos. And he said, use mayo instead of butter. It will change your life. I love mayo. I'm going to try it. Now you brought it up, I'm going to try it the next sandwich I had. Anyone had a banana sandwich before? Of course. You butter your bread same way, and you cut your banana in half, or how do you cut it? I usually cut it in half, like a plantain, cut them like that, and then put them in a sandwich. I think it's normal for Jamaicans because we put a lot of plantain in our sandwiches too. We have so banana sandwich, beautiful. I'm with you on that. I like banana on toast. I do like banana on toast. CM moving different now. Hey, I'm with him, man. I'm backing my boy. CM tried banana and cheese, onion crisps and cheese. So try banana and cheese and onion crisps sandwich, mate. The mix and flavor is fun. Okay, I'm gonna take this to a mad place now. That reminds me, I don't think I'd try it. Don't know if I'm brave enough to try that. But my neighbour used to have jam and cheese sandwich. I love it. I tried it. It tastes beautiful. The sweet and salty mixture, I'm all about it. I love sweet and salty. Popcorn, sweet and salty. Pancakes, mix it with like, turkey bacon or sausage, chicken sausages and them things. But I have normal ones as well. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, sweet and salty with maple syrup. Oh, that's it for a really unhealthy breakfast. I love it. I'm all about the sweet and salty life. See, it really says plantain in there, Caribbean. That's it. That's it in the sandwich. Mr. W says we need to see Balogun. Yes, we definitely do. I think Arteta really wants to see him. That's probably why we haven't let him go yet, although he's attracting a lot of offers. That and partly the reason being that we haven't got a lot of the offers that would meet the valuation we have for him. I do think. Alanga to obviously Everton, not 75% done. So it looks like Alanga's going to be walking through the door this summer. He was linked with Everton in January, wasn't he, on loan, I believe? But now he's probably going to make that permanent move. Interesting. Forest are still going to spend loads. CM and T movie on cultured. I'm not even telling T the movie. TM trust the process. It sounds better. I need to know now. Now this is it. You piqued my interest, and now you're gatekeeping it away from me. But when it's warm, death crusty bread, then OMG butter all the way. I love crusty bread. What is warm? What is death crusty bread? Is that a different type, or is that? Or am I reading that wrong? Saka's a fouled there. It's warm, crusty bread then. But oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, if it's warm, fresh. Oh, that's what she meant. Fresh, crusty bread all day long. Crusty bread's beautiful. We love it when it's fresh, as you said. Not when it's old, chewy. When you buy crusty bread and it's not fresh and it's been out too long, chewy, doesn't taste the same. My brother, we have to be with you there. I love beetroot sandwich or tomato. Again with mayo. Tomato with mayo. I'm not for that. Do you know what? This is some interesting things. Guys, I am gonna pop off just for a short moment whilst I eat my food. I'm gonna run and get a fork. I will be here. Don't you go anywhere, guys. I will be here indeed. I might even still interact with you in the chat for the time being. But I'm just going to be eating my food, guys. Appreciate it. It's 1-0 at half time in this game. Arsenal in control after Saka's goal in that first half. But I will be with you in a short moment, people. Don't go anywhere, indeed. Let me just pop. I am back, ladies and gents. Thank you for your patience. I enjoyed that. For those wondering if it did taste nice, it was quality. And I can see you guys in the chat right there. What is this disgusting behaviour? I'm seeing it right here. T ain't here, so we can say Arsenal being crap, dead team, 6-year-olds could do that. You see right there, trying to wind us up. Guys in the chat, you shouldn't be letting this happen. Team Munch talks. I'm just scrolling through yours now. But yeah, thank you for your patience here. The second half is what due to start. Yeah, it is. It should be due to starting up again. I need to add that on there, of course. But yeah, let me see. I hope you're all doing well, people. Thank you for your patience. I do need to stress that for here. I want to see your comments. I've missed plenty of comments. I was eating, and then I watched the FIFA trailer video. Oh, sorry, not FIFA. Yeah, Sports FC. Didn't learn anything from it. It's just is what it is. I don't even see what's the point in even releasing these. Genuinely. What's the point? If you're not going to tell us anything about it, teach us anything, there's no point indeed. I think Partey is being substituted off. What are they doing here? Is Saka getting subbed off as well? The players are out there running. I think, are they doing their cool down session now or something? I think they might be doing a cool down. I think they might. Sorry, just watching my screen there. But just in terms of the game, anyway, in terms of performance, Arsenal, we've been in control, dominating against this type of opposition. You expect it. We were in mid-table in a Bundesliga too, thanks to Paxton making me aware of it the other day. You expect it with this strength of a side. But what I would say is it's impressive to see how sharp the players are already in and out of possession, especially in possession playing through the lines. Yes, they're making few mistakes in the final third. Final pass is not quite there, little errors, but overall the sharpness is at a high level at this stage. Your first pre-season match in front of crowds, second one of the season, but for a lot of these starters, it's their first preseason game. So it is interesting to see. Sorry, I just booted my desk right there. And yeah, it's at a good level. I think the fans who are at the stadium, if those who are if they're watching Arsenal for the first time or the first time in a long time, can be impressed, I think, with what they're seeing their level. Of course, they still want to see their favourite players come out, like your Gabriel Jesus, your Havertz now, who is a German international, and they'll have a lot of fans there. I do believe that we probably will make some halftime substitutions. Yeah, so Saka's coming. So yes, we're making a few. So Tierney, Jesus, Cedric, and Jorginho. I mean, Tierney, Jorginho, and Jesus. Yes. Oh, Havertz is coming on. Kai Havertz is coming on. Here we go, guys. We're going to catch our first glimpse of Kai Havertz in an Arsenal shirt. So, mate, that 5 substitutions we're making in Tierney, Jesus, Cedric, Havertz, and Jorginho. I'm guessing Saka, Partey, White. Saka, Partey, White. Kivior or Gabriel. We'll see. I'm sure they'll announce it. I've got my headphones in. I don't know why I've got the sound off. I can literally play the sound and find out. But I don't think the commentators are there either. Paxton, Cedric. Yes, the entertainer is on. Cedric, the entertainer. How can Paxton say you're being crap disgrace? Well, no, you should get. You know what? If Paxton wasn't a moderator, you get thrown out right now, wouldn't he? For that. Oh man, but yeah, Cedric. I know. I don't actually want to see him play for Arsenal. No disrespect to the guy. Once again, like nothing personal. You're just nowhere near the level required, Cedric. Please. You couldn't even play for Fulham. last season. They wanted you on loan. They got you, and you couldn't even get any minutes. It's really, it's not nice. It's not nice. But yeah, if I am struggling with internet issues, I do apologize, people. I am seeing a drop off right there, but if it's all good, let me know. Audio fine. Audio should be fine. But yeah, so it was Saliba. It was Saliba and Kivior, I believe, the ones that were taken off. And Ben White's moved into a centre back position with Gabriel to the left of him. He still remains there. Cedric at right back, Tierney at left back. Tierney playing in that sort of Zinchenko role, which we saw Kivior play a lot in that first half. Because this is what you have to remember, right, with Nuremberg. They're not even Europa League level. Arsenal made a lot of changes in that and qualified out of the group. Top. Was it top? Yeah, we qualified top, yeah, because we didn't play in that round of 32. So, yeah, Nuremberg aren't even that level, so you have to take that into consideration. But Jesus is on the right. Trossard is in a false nine position. Havertz is in that left centre mid spot. Indeed, that's interesting to see. There was a lot of debate online whether Havertz would play there, and that is where he's playing right now, with Jorginho at the base, Vieira to the right of him. Look how deep Havertz is, too. Is that Carl Hein in goal? Yeah, I think it is Carl Hein in goal. Let's have a look. Let's have a look from Havertz. Here's his first touch now for Arsenal. Wins. Does he win a free kick? Think he does. Came on for Reece Nelson. Havertz did. But he's not playing in that Reece Nelson position. Is it Eddie and Nketiah out on that left side? I think Eddie and Nketiah is in the left wing. Yeah, so there's a bit of a change, bit of a mix up there. He's, Trossard's down the centre. Eddie Nketiah is down that left. Clever from Havertz. Gets an arm across the face. Wins a free kick. Remember, people, like and subscribe. T is on the road to 700 subscribers before the season kicks off, and we'll be consistently putting in the work. Thank you, Pax. Appreciate you, my bro. And as he says right there, he's holding me accountable while saying that, but he's also true. I will be putting in the work, guys. Thank you for that, Pax. And yeah, do drop a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Really do appreciate it. Really says, yeah, let's get Tereak to 1K so he can wear a United kit for a month. Hey, there's no deal there. No deal. Deal or no deal? No deal. Nah, but yeah, let's try and get to 1K. And also, not just for myself, if you are a Manchester United fan that's watching him, go check out Realist United. That's on that channel right there. Just type in Realist_United. You'll find him straight away. If you put in Realist Space United, you might not find him, but if you put Realist_United or click on through the link right there to drop him a subscribe right there. Also, for the 700 sub challenge, T will do a show where he probably starts on time. Peony, ask Pax this year. I've started on time for a couple. Did I start on time today? Did I? I think I did, but there has been shows where I've started on time. It's crazy, and I'm not kidding. But yeah, I still need to do that singing challenge. I still need to do that karaoke session. I still haven't done that. Don't deflect, mister. You need to wear the shirt. Hey, deflecting what? I'm not Frank Lampard. I don't do deflections. Okay. Yeah. No United shirt. No way. Arsenal till I die. If Arsenal win the league, realist. If Arsenal win the league, we have to discuss this. We'll save this. We'll save this for next week when Arsenal play Man United in a friendly. Okay, we'll save it for then. Um, but yeah, it should be interesting to see. Now, I still want to see Lewis Skelly and Wanyeri though. That's what I'm feeling. Potentially, we might see Nwaneri. I'm not confident we'll see Lewis Skelly now that Jorginho is getting his minutes under his belt. Unless he come, I see Nwaneri coming on for Fabio Vieira in that position, but I'm feeling less confident about seeing Miles Lewis Skelly, which is a little bit disappointing. But hopefully there'll be more opportunities to see him in pre-season coming up. One show he was, come on, I'm sure it was more than one, Pax. Surely it was more than one. Smash the like. Listen to Shay right there, people. Can't respond. I've fainted. You see, 1 minute late. Oh, the margins for error is very small and fine. I was on time. That's on time. That's on time for a YouTube stream. But there's Cedric. Yep, still waiting for the 400 sing along. Yeah, I know. I need to get doing it. We need to. I've got no excuses now. I've got no excuses. The season ain't started yet. I can't say, oh, yeah. Oh, is that hold on. Oh, throat sore. That's it. Pause. But yeah, my throat sore. That's why I can't sing right now. If Man United win the league, a Man United shirt will fit you. Oh, I'm confident. I'm confident to say Man United not winning the league. Yeah. So if okay. If realist, where are you now? Yeah. If Man United win the league, I'm happy to say I'll wear a Man United shirt. If Arsenal win the league, will you wear an Arsenal shirt? Answer me that. We'll make a deal if you're willing to do so. And we got people, we got the TTF in the chat right now. We have got the TTF. Oh, be on time for a month or the United shirt. Considering it, nah, definitely be on time for a month. I'll be early. Answer that question, really. But huge birthday wishes for yesterday, mate. I hope you had a great day. That is to you, Shay. Where's Wes Bird sending you a lovely birthday message? And I do like to say again, Shay, I hope you did have a happy birthday, indeed. I hope you did, indeed, my brother. He's got the eyes. Are you deal or no deal? Deal or no deal? If Man United win the league, I'll wear an shirt still. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he should have scored there. Looking like he's got a bit more muscle, Gabriel Jesus, but I need to see this. Why are they not playing this? Here we go. Oh, he's got. You know what? I'm not saying he necessarily has to score from there, but he's got to do much better with that finish, Jesus. That's an appalling shot on his left foot. At least make the keeper work or get it just past the post. I can't miss by that much more of a margin. I would never take a bet like that. Even my Liverpool mates tried to get me to take that bet a long time ago. I didn't agree because even the 1% chance, I couldn't do it. It would kill my soul. I hear you on that. I'm that confident, man. You know I'm not going to win the league. That's why I'm saying it. I am that confident. Is Trossard coming off? Baloo. But this is, and once again, though, Trossard's looking like he's coming off injured. Is this another injury? We've already got Erdegaard injured. Lokonga, sorry, they are shocking. I don't even know why they look like. It's pretty embarrassing. But yeah. Oh man. Trossard is the one coming off, and it is going to be following Balogun coming on for Arsenal. Early is still not on time to. It's true. It's early, isn't it? Oh, come on. I can't win here. We'll have to literally do it on the dot with no second to spare. Back in the chat again now. Quickly showered and back in the building. Just in time to see Fowler and Balogun come onto the pitch for Leandro Trossard, who's carrying a knock. Jesus still wearing last season shooting boots? Unfortunately, he is. Unfortunately, so hopefully Trossard's all right. And it's just precautionary. Them taking him off. What was that guy on the EAFC trailer waffling about? He was living above a curry shop. Waffle says, yeah. When he said the Australian dude, I saw the start of that, and that's why I'm like, I can't watch it. It's just banter. Like I've not. You're tuning for Tereak Talks for random waffle. You don't tune into EA Sports FC for that. Stop texting in the shower. Oh gosh. Have you watched the Dele Alli interview? Red Devil Yannick. Great thing to bring up. Great one to bring up. Me and CM have spoken about this. When CM's been on the channel, we always speak about like the mental struggles of not even just with football, but in life. And you know what? It was very strong of Dele Alli to come out in, and you can tell he's in a much better position to come out and talk about these things. And he explained that in the interview himself. Definitely watched it. And yeah, we'll definitely, I've said definitely about 10 times now, but definitely will encourage those to give it a watch also. It was intriguing for sure. I thought it was Nwaneri then, sorry. But yeah, I feel for Dele Alli. The poor guy made his life worse than the side for Tottenham. Yeah, exactly. When he started for Tottenham. But he spoke very highly of Mauricio Pochettino, and always felt like the door was open to talk to him. And he kind of lost that a bit when Mauricio Pochettino left. And it's sad. It's sad for someone like that. Because there is a lot of people out there in this world who don't feel comfortable to talk to those around them, the parents, brothers, sisters, about these issues, aunties, uncles, or guardians. It is awful. Injuries for Arsenal, like 2 months out, could be good. None of that. I don't like what you're talking about here, really. So I don't like the way you're wishing injuries upon my players. Facts, and they took so long to get the same old. I know. Life's still coming back. Life is still coming back. More to come on that. Indeed, in due course. There's a bit of. I know I'm being a bit vague now. I've got. I'm trying to be. I know. What I thought I forgot the adjective is to describe that, but yeah, I'm being a bit secretive, I'll say, but it will be coming back. But we're just working something out, which will make sense. It will make sense in due course. So stay tuned on that. Life definitely still is coming back. Exactly. Life, yeah, they definitely Super Nick. It will be coming back indeed. Not wishing, just wouldn't be the worst thing. I get you, my bro. You're wishing. That's what you're doing. I'm only messing. T equals vague. T equals T forgot. Yeah. So we say to read the fact that I'm vague is saying that I forgot about it. 99% of the time, you're right, Peony. Oh, he's offside, surely, Cedric. Ew. He did well then, but the finish was not good. But yeah, 99% of the things you are right. When I'm being vague, it means I forgot about I'm not what even his life. Not in terms of that deep meaning, but yeah, the show. I thought he was offside then. Playing him onside, the defender. Was that Raw Waters? Is that Nwaneri coming on? Sorry. Is that tap water in there? Nwaneri is on as well. So we've got 3 out of the 4 players I wanted to see on the pitch today. Fabio Vieira's off. He's had 60 minutes under his belt. Looks sharp in and around final third. I think, yeah, I do think he has done all right. and he's looked sharp, just lacking that little bit in the final third. But I've been impressed. But once again, it's Nuremberg, guys. Nuremberg. Andre Onana is imminent. Fabrizio Romano confirmed. Balogun! Oh my days! He just missed an open goal. Balogun just missed it. Positive torch, Yannick, says Pax. Here's Havertz in that left space. Crosses it in. Balogun, it was from a difficult angle, I must say. But yeah, I mean, I'm expecting him to score, though. No excuses there from Balogun. Absolutely no excuses at all. Balogun after that. He's got to score there. It's a good chance. Yeah, angle was definitely tight, but you still back him to score. It's not tight enough where it was impossible or almost impossible, given the fact he was on his right foot. Nah, I think he's got a score there. Oh my word. Own goal. 1-1. What is that? What is that error? Was that Carl Hine? I think it is Carl Hine. Own goal. So it would. Let me describe what happened to you here. Carl Hine plays it. He's in an awkward position to Jorginho, who's stretching. The pass is appalling from Carl Hine. It's not on at all. Oh, I think it's an own goal. It is awful. It's an own goal for Jorginho. But that's all on Carl Hine. That own goal is all on Carl Hine. He plays the ball when it's not on at all. The option's not there. He forces it. Jorginho, under pressure, is stretching to try and like play it back, but it's out of control. No fault of his own. That's appalling. That is shocking. Awful. Awful. Shocking. Absolutely appalling that. Carl Hine. This is why I know he's young. But he's played enough. Not enough. Amy Martinez was making a lot of mistakes. But this is why I think Arthur Okonkwo was better than him, personally. Well, how come Arthur Okonkwo's not even on the bench, to be honest? But oh well. It's out of the blue. It came out. I know. I'm still in shock. Yeah, it's a friendly, and he ain't no starter. It's all right, big picture. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried in terms of starting. I'm in terms of him and his Arsenal career. We saw Emi Martinez. Awful. He was awful to begin with in his Arsenal career in the first few years, making horrendous errors after error. And then kind of had to go out on loan to find his feet. Goalkeepers don't generally find their prime until later on. That's why I think Ramsdale is so good, because he's very good from an early age. And if you do find that in goalkeepers, you definitely have to keep and play them. But he made errors against Brighton in the Carabao Cup last season in the game that we lost 3-1. He was poor in that. So whenever I've seen Carl Hine, I won't lie, I've not been impressed. I do think Arthur Okonkwo is a better goalkeeper, personally. If worse comes to worse, I saw Tom Heaton doing a super keeper yesterday. Hey, I don't know if he made an error like this though. You'll probably see it on social media later, but yeah, it's not great for the young goalkeeper. 40 yards out. Yeah, it was bad. He just played. He's played it back to Jorginho, who's under pressure. The pass is not on, and Jorginho stretching with his left foot, and just puts it in the own net. Yeah, yeah. That's my point when I was saying Emi Martinez wasn't great, and he blossomed to be a top goalkeeper in the end. Maybe that can still happen, but I won't lie. I'm not too sure about Carl Hein. It's more about playing the ball with his feet, from what I've seen. And that's not our goalkeepers play in today, do they? But you can still develop, I guess. What's my name? Speaking of goalkeepers, Onana. Heat and sweeper keeper, not good for my health. Balogun. Oh, Ranieri tries to sweep one in with his right foot, but it's blocked. Offside, Balogun. Remember when pre-season used to be fun and had to catch match fitness, and it has become a lot more serious now. Social media in it. Yeah, social media has done that. Rival fans, social media of your own fans, just to push their agendas or stuff across, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Because people aren't really open to change their mind. And when they do have agendas, they want to just say, I told you so at every moment. And they'll use preseason games to even do that, unfortunately. Happens in both fan bases. Here come Nuremberg now. It's an awful cross. Nwaneri coming back doing some defending there, though. But yeah, it looks like Nuremberg have got a bit more hope now. They're making a batch of substitutions themselves. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players. Meltdowns are more definitely happens too much. I could take the meltdowns, but not the racist stuff. I don't even like the meltdowns. It's pathetic on social media to have a meltdown over a friendly performance. Do you know what I mean? Football Twitter is the worst thing to happen to the football community. Yeah, I get you. It's true. Football Twitter can be toxic. It's good. It's good in some places, and it's kind of like what Peony said here. Social media is fascinating to me. One second, let's get off the screen. Social media is fascinating to me. You hate so much of it, but then you wouldn't. I wouldn't be here talking about biscuits and getting Wes's phone out of the shower with that. Exactly. Like YouTube's a social media platform at the end of the day, but that's why I think it's important. Oh, go on, Balogun. One sec. Balogun taking up a lot of wider positions. He's done well there. He looked like he was hoping to get a shot off. But back to your point, Peony, is yeah, it can be used as a tool for good to help build communities and build relationships. You know, may even make friends and create businesses. But there's also a lot of toxic stuff on there as well, which is kind of like the world. There's positives and negatives and everything in the world, unfortunately. But there is a lot of stuff that needs to be weeded out of social media from a negative point of view. Mr. 200 says, "Build yourself in the building." Says Ethan looks impressive so far. Totally agree with you. He's looking sharp. He's getting himself in the final third. I think with Ethan Wanyeri is what really separates him from others around him. 32 is Austin Trusty. That's the player we brought on. But with Ethan, it's his intelligence and awareness for his such young age. What is he, 16? And he sees the game like in a way that not many players at that age do in his decision making and their positions he picks up, how he positions himself defensively also works back. We can talk a lot about players' technical ability, which is what he has. He certainly has the talent, left foot to die for. He can dribble and drive. He's got a good burst of acceleration, balance, agility, all of those those things that you can definitely see in his game. But it's the sort of the things that don't quite meet, that don't come out of the screen initially. Like his maturity at such a young age is fascinating to see, and that's why he's the youngest player to have ever played in the Premier League. He's well above his and well above, well further along in his development than he should be, really. And good evening to yourself as well. Big up yourself, Mr. 200. I said I didn't like sushi in the Discord yesterday and got accused of racism. That's the stuff I can't stand. What? Because a lot of people don't like sushi. Oh, Nuremberg again. Yeah, those things are a bit mad too, Peony. I don't quite get some snowflakes as well in our society. I don't quite get that. In my room, Anana singing Anana, what's my name? Yeah, you're Gas Red Devil. You should be though. You should be. As a goalkeeper, is at the top of his game at the moment, and someone that you haven't. He'll provide you something you haven't seen in a long, long time. Who's this out on the left? Is it Eddie? Balogun, shot blocked, and keeper will keep it in. For not liking sushi, that's mad. I met real people from this, and I'm meeting more in the next game, so not a bad. Exactly. I met Moss. I met Wilf. I'd love to get to meet you again. Again. I'd love to get to meet you one day, Peony, for sure. And that goes with literally everyone else in this chat as well. I'd love to meet you all because the ones we got in the chat right now, those are regulars. Those are people that I've seen and streamed with and spoke with on a regular basis. So now you guys. You know what I mean? I got a lot of love for you, got a lot of love, and built a lot of relationships. So there are positives, definitely, for sure. Everything is censored these days, Peony. You can't have an opinion. Facts. Yannick, I hope it does get done quickly, but don't think it will be, being honest. Yeah, the cash flow seems to be the issue at the moment, Pax, with Manchester United. Oh, excuse me, sneeze right there. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of incomings that Nuremberg didn't score, but my word, I need to watch this again because they've just hit the bar and they should have scored here. It was an effort that was from miles out. What, 40 yards? Something like, yeah, crazy. I need to see that. I need to see how that ball moved because Karl-Heinz struggled with it, but I'm not going to criticize him too much on it yet because it did look a firmly struck ball. Let me see this again now, guys. I'll describe it to you. Who's it? Braun with a strike. Come on, show us a replay of this now. So here we go. Karl-Heinz does have to take a little bit of criticism here. It's a brilliant strike. Don't get me wrong. The ball's moving, but Karl-Heinz, the reason why he takes criticism, he's tried to catch it, he's tried to gather it, and it's bounced off of his chest, fell to the forward of Nuremberg, tries to lob him, hits the bar, and he's very close. It hits the underside of the bar as well. So it comes out to, and we had to clear it out for a corner. So, yeah, not great again from Karl-Heinz, but a good strike from the Nuremberg player. Thank goodness for this platform. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here together. But unfortunately, there are some toxic people that will never be happy with anything other than being nasty. Yeah, I think the social media as well. Finding people like yourself, Wesbird, Peony, Paxton, Realist, and everyone, Shay, everyone else that's in the chat, CM, Super Nick. has brought people that are very similar together that most likely we wouldn't really come across in real life, and we wouldn't have crossed paths. Or if we did cross paths, it would have been hard to really interact because you don't know people, you don't know who you're talking to. Whereas on social media, you can kind of learn a bit more about them without having to make that interaction straight away, with looking at profiles or looking at messages, etc., without giving too much of your feelings, security away. Whereas in real, that's the positive, good sense. But the negative is people get to feel like they can be a lot more honest and exaggerate their personality a little bit more and be more toxic than they would be in real life, because in real life they'd get one thump in the face for half the things that they say. Do you understand what I mean? Or they're scared of getting that, so they can do it behind a keyboard. That's the horrible part. That is the horrible. In general, I could go on Twitter and say I don't like burnt toast, and people would send death threats. Yeah, exactly. They'd say you don't like burnt toast, and don't forget they'll send you death threats, and they'd also say that you're a toastist for not liking it in that way, for judging people who don't like burnt toast, and saying that you're better than them because you don't eat burnt toast. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy what social media can do. What is your score prediction? If I was to say now, with 15 minutes left to go, I'll say Arsenal are going to nick it 2-1. So 2-1, although Nuremberg have come the closest of late out of both sides. But yeah, Arsenal have lost. We've not looked as sharp. Yes, the changes are going to make a massive impact on that. Lewis Skelly and Real Waters are coming on, though. This should be interesting. Ben White coming off. We've brought on a few more youngsters, 3 more squad players. That and a couple more, one player in Cedric, actually trusty as well, that you don't expect to be here for the next season or really to play much of a part. And we've got some youngsters that are getting their first minutes in a long while for the first team in the likes of Raw Waters, or first minutes ever, really, like in Miles Lewis Skelly. For Eddie, Lewis Skelly's on for Eddie, Ben White's off for Raw Waters. Let's have a look here. It should be an interesting end to the game now. We've got all the youngsters, all the players that I wanted to see: Havertz, Lewis Skelly, Nwaneri, and Balogun. Can you cook something for me in the final 13 minutes? Tierney with a big switch, looking for Nwaneri, who's moved to that right wing. Balogun's in the centre. Jesus is on the left. Lewis Skelly's in that right centre mid spot. In the under-21s and under-18s, he plays in a deeper role as like a deep line playmaker who carries the ball through the central area in the number 6 central position. But he's out in the right centre mid, and there's a bit of a press there from Lewis Skelly. We've won it back. Here's Jesus, heavy touch, but Nwaneri tries to dink it, overplays it a little bit. Got good intentions there from Nwaneri trying to find Kai Havertz. Looking sharp, and he's been brave as well, Nwaneri. Give him credit for that. Being brave and making the right decision, making the right decisions once again. Just lacked execution there. Given away. Here is Nwaneri to Cedric. Was it to Jorginho? Wasn't a great ball from Nwaneri there. I've got spare tickets for the Monaco game, T, but concessions though. I think this should still work. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Hey, I'll get a message. I'll message you on Discord about that. When is the Monaco game? I'll message you on Discord about that. I'll message you. Thank you, man. I'll message you in regards to that. They've gone for a long shot there over the bar. We're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anything. Yeah, we're simply the best. Better than all the rest. What am I singing there? Oh, crap. I I've lost about 5 viewers for that. Nuremberg cooking, says Pax. Not really done anything. They're cooking. They're cooking an own goal at the moment. 10 minutes, but Arsenal lacking that fluidity and sharpness, as expected when you're in the second half, when you're making a lot of changes from such a strong side. We're not finishing with a stronger side now. I was impressed with the first half performance. I will say that though. Bro, done Tierney. He's looked good in the second half though. I will say that. Out on the left, here we go. Here's Balogun out on the left now. Tries to get across in, well defended. He should really do better there, Balogun, but could have cut across, tried to find one of the forwards in the box, but it's brilliant defending from Castro for Nuremberg. Sorry, guys, there's plenty. My brother, appreciate you for that. Have a shave, Tereak. You'll be fine. I will be. I'll have a shave. Get the beard off. Oh, Raw Waters with a header. Do I have that baby face? Shall I be like? I might have to call Pete. Nah, I was about to say I might have to call. Nah, none of you guys knew what I was about to say. I'll have to big pause that one there when we get into the ticket stewards. Yeah, I can't say that. I can't say it. Yeah, I can't say it on stream. I'll get in trouble by the pause police. Got a good variety to his passes as well. When Ranieri does. Outside of the boot. I've always thought Peony was a fishiest. There you go. I like that one. I like it. Just having a look at some of your comments. I missed a load of them, people. I do apologise. Waffling as always. But that's the real question of the day. Pancakes or waffles? Mr. 200. Pancakes or waffles? It's quite split in the chat here. I want to hear your thoughts first, and then I'll let you know mine. Those of you in the chat already know mine. But Mr. 200, pancakes or waffles? You can only choose one. But here's Jesus on that left now. We're not creating as many chances as we were. Oh, Lewis Skelly, brilliant turn. Here's Ranieri. Good ball to Balogun. He's lost it. Balogun not securing the ball well enough in my point of view in central areas. Not as secure as Jesus, but that is hard because he's probably got he's probably the best hold up striker in the league, and that's saying something. Him and Tony, I think, hold up in terms of their hold up play is a joke. But yeah, Balogun needs to improve on that ball security, protecting the ball, getting his body in front, winning free kicks. If you have got a defender converging on you, get your body in between them and the ball. They have to come straight through the back of you, pause, and then you can grab that free kick. Mr. 200, pancakes. Love that. Oh, yes, good idea to do a poll. I'm with you. That's my choice. Pancakes over waffles all day. All day. You can only choose one. Uh-oh. Here's Nuremberg. Good block by Austin Trusty. Pancakes. Or Waffles. There you go, guys. The poll is in there. Pancakes or waffles. By the time this game ends in what 5 minutes or so, we'll have a result on that to see which one wins: pancakes or waffles. T will turn into a waffle with the amount of waffling he does. Hey, I'll turn into a pancake. Actually, I'm cussing myself there. No, I'll stick to a waffle. Waffle cakes mixture that works. You have pancakes every Sunday. Love that. Love that. What do you have in your pancakes? Lemon or sugar? I when it's pancake day, because I don't really make pancakes much apart from pancake day. Back in the day, I used to make them a lot because as a kid, that's probably the first thing that I learned how to make. Um, I'm saying lemon. Do you know what I like to do? I prefer lemon with pancakes, but then I add sugar on the next batch. So when I'm making pancakes, I like to have different toppings for each one. Oh, Nwaneri, brilliant turn. Nice little 360 roulette there. Ooh. I was brilliant from Nwaneri. If we can grab a goal from here, you'll be seeing this all over Twitter. I mean, you probably see it all over Twitter anyway. But yeah, brilliant from Nwaneri there. But lemon first, then sugar, then strawberry syrup. Strawberry syrup. Not fat. I don't like chocolate syrup. Chocolate syrup's dead. Doesn't taste like chocolate. Oh, brilliant from Nwaneri again. Loses it and then wins it straight back. What is the kid 16? He's a joke. Lemon and sugar. Good shout. Good shout. Yeah, lemon and sugar. I always have Nutella on. Oh, I don't really have Nutella much in the house, but if I was ordering them, I'd ask for Nutella. Big up Mange in the building. Hope you're doing well. So shout me for the Arsenal United watch along, broski. Yeah, we'll do, man. Looking to do that. So when is it? Is it next week Saturday? 10 p.m. Yeah, I'll shout you, my broski. We'll shout you indeed. Appreciate you, my bro. What's that? Free kick? Free kick on the edge of the box or not? About 2.5 minutes left, guys. Can Arsenal grab a late winner in this game? Balogun will be kicking himself now after he hit the post when Arsenal 1-0 down from an angle where it was tight, but you expect a player of his quality scoring, 20 plus goals in League on last season to put the ball in the back of the net. Here's Nuremberg in the box. Get the shot over the bar. Nuremberg have been much more dangerous in the second half. Much more dangerous. Nuremberg better than Leeds as things stand. They are. Well, I didn't catch too much of the Leeds game for you guys yesterday, but yeah. Nuremberg in the second half, I'd probably say they've barring that Balogun effort, are deserving of the draw. Yeah, of deserving of the draw so far, but Arsenal miss or change squad, losing a bit of that fluidity, but I still expect better. I still expect more chances created, to be quite honest with you. People that have jam on pancakes. Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse, Mr. 200. Nah, I'd rather have chocolate sauce than jam. But jam, no. That's for bread only, not for pancakes. What else can people have on a pancake? Yeah, Mr. 200. And Balogun's in now! Rounds the keeper! It's the side netting. Listen, he'll get absolutely roasted for that on socials. But I'm not going to lie to you. Arteta will be. I know it sounds mad, but the coach will be more impressed with his run and the fact that he had the confidence to knock it around the goalkeeper. But the finish is poor. That is poor. Balogun said, "I'm going to show you the levels." Yeah, anticlimactic, definitely. Is he Torres in disguise? Goal kick. That was a Torres. That's exactly what Torres did against David De Gea. The thing that you can give to Torres, it was on his weaker left, on his stronger right foot. Can't wait for Real Madrid versus Man United on the 27th. Says Red Devil Yannick and Ketia thinking he has a chance now, says Pax. Hoo-hoo. It's a shame. That's his big chance. That was his big chance. Balogun could have had a brace. But I'm not going to lie, yeah, you guys are going to call me crazy for this. I know you will. But I'm telling you, I'm actually I like the fact that he's getting into those positions. I like that. I like the fact that my player, that he took the confidence to knock it to the side. The finish is poor. I don't think it really affects his confidence that much because following Balogun is a very confident young man. But yeah, he's had 2 opportunities to score, and he came on at half time. T is crazy. No, but I'll tell you this though, Pax. Yeah, what coaches will like, yeah, and the coaches always like they just want the players to get the opportunities. They will always be like that. How do you respond? Like, of course, in a game, in a match scenario, they need that ball in the back of the net, but they will appreciate you getting chances because how many times have we seen strikers? I remember watching Arsenal in the darkest of times in lockdown. We couldn't create a chance for Toffee. Yeah, but strikers with the most chances tend to score a lot of goals. Do you remember Hojlund against Liverpool in the Community Shield? Missed a sitter at the end. But I knew then Pep was going to be like, yeah, Haaland, he'll like that because Haaland's getting the opportunities to score. I think the player who missed, oh my word, Nuremberg won it. No, they haven't. Big save, Carl Hein. But Haaland missed the most big chances in the league last season. That's because he's getting them positions to score. Shoots be like, how's he missed blood? Yeah, he should have scored. Definitely should have scored. He doesn't need us to tell him that. He's definitely got a score from there. Where's Mika Bieref gone? He was on loan last season, but I think he might have been released now. I know Bobby was a huge fan of him, but yeah, I didn't really see much of him, to be honest. But there's the full-time whistle. There is that full-time whistle. Arsenal draw 1-1 in the first pre-season friendly. Interesting. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed us talking about non-Arsenal related things. Pancakes or waffles. I want to see how that finished. Let's see how that ended, guys, in that poll. Pancakes with 64% of the votes wins. Told you. This is why the TTF are smart. I'm sorry for those waffle guys. I'm a waffler, so that's what I can share with you there. But pancakes are much better than waffles. I'm telling you now. Sorry, Pax. Sorry, Peony. Pancakes better than waffles. Sorry, Realist. Pancakes better than waffles. But really appreciate you all for tuning in. I will be back for the... is it the Manchester United game next? Is it the Manchester United game? When is the next game? Can't remember. When is the next game in pre-season? I'll be back for the next game in pre-season for Arsenal. Don't you worry about that. Hopefully Arsenal have, and that will be in America. Hopefully Arsenal have announced Timber and Rice by then, though. But really appreciate you all. Hope you've enjoyed it and enjoy your pancakes, waffles, whatever you're having for dinner if you are here in the UK. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning if you're watching over in the East. Appreciate you all. We're out. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Also.